I wanted to do a video today talking about the Chaya Karma Pro roller skate by Powerslide. And I've been riding them for, let's say, a few months now. It's my 4th month riding these skates, and I would like to share with you my experiences thus far. So, without further ado, the Chaya Karma Pro skate. It's an aggressive roller skate, otherwise known as a park skate. And the reason why we call this a park roller skate, because one, it has a grind block in the middle that you can use to grind on rails, ledges, copings, hipsters, whatever you want to grind on. And secondly, it has wide trucks which allow you to lock on copings, rails, boxes, hipsters again. It comes with 100A 57mm wheels, and it also comes with different laces that are red. I put in white laces here, white hockey laces that you can see are kind of turning pink from my skate. I also painted this part silver. It was originally black. And this customization here, I just basically put a hole here so that I could lace my shoelaces through here for extra support. But essentially this skate is all-in-one, an all-inclusive park skate for beginners, intermediate, or pros, essentially helping you to not have to put together and assemble a new pair of skates yourself. A lot of people like to build their skates from scratch, and to be honest, when you do build your skate from scratch, it does end up costing quite a bit more, probably double of what this costs right now. These go for about $400 or so, $400. They still smell new. If you build your own skate, like a Moxie skate or a Bont skate, they come in at around $1,000 after you get all your parts together. Easily $1,000 or more. So I went with this because everything was already built together. Didn't have to do anything crazy to get them. One thing I will say about Chaya skates is that the sizing is a little off. A lot of people told me this before I bought them, so I prepared myself by ordering a skate that has a bigger boot than normal, because a lot of people buy these at their actual foot size and then they come and arrive too small for them. So I went with a size larger. These are a size 46, US men's size 12, which I normally ride an 11, maybe a 10.5 if I'm squeezing my feet, but I promised myself I wasn't gonna squeeze into skates anymore. So I'm really an 11 to a 12. 11 to 12 is my size. So this is a bigger end of my spectrum. So if I were to buy Chaya skates again, I would definitely go with a size 45 European. Would be my size down from this. But yo, let's talk dynamics here. So the wheels coming in at 100A, they are really hard, really hard wheels. And if you ever rode hard wheels before, you'll know one thing about 100A is that they're great for cement skate parks, poor on street cement because it's really rough and it will feel everything. Cement smooth floors are great for this, but wooden skate parks are a little less as good as the cement because they slide around on wood ramps more than on concrete ramps. So take that into consideration when riding mini ramps and stuff. Like, you can slide out with the 100A wheels, but it does make it easy to do power slides like in this clip here. Another thing I want to talk about here is this eyelet here, otherwise known as this is the carrying strap. Some videos on YouTube will say that you can lace your shoes through this part, but there's actually a little hole here at the bottom but it's still too high up, so I tend to make my own hole right here that's lower and gives me a bit more support. The grind block, this thing is a piece of work, let me tell you that. They made this thing so that you could potentially do backslides and royales on this piece here, but there's no groove here. And let me add to you that doing any sort of royale trick or farfignugan or any sort of torqued trick on roller skates is pretty scary because of the lack of ankle support. So I just don't mess around with those tricks. I've seen guys like Ragnaroll doing a lot of different torqued tricks on his ankles on his grind blocks here, but if I want to do Royales and stuff like that, I ride my inline skates and do those grinds there. So this does screw out, come undone with the one Allen key wrench. Pretty easy to take off. You can actually change these H blocks or grind blocks out from these skates, and you can use Wild Bones, actually fit in here quite well. I have a pair here. These are the Wild Bones sliders, and technically they would fit in here, but these are not the ones that I wanted to try on these skates. I wanted the slider plates, the flat ones. This grind block is good, just the only thing is it's kind of narrow. Like you can see, it's just a pinch. It's an inch long basically. I've seen grind plates that are like really wide, and I feel like that's such a better stance for grinding on roller skates than having really skinny ones. And again, they put this skinny one here so that you can have more flex and do Royale grinds on these skates. I'm not a fan of Royales on roller skates. The trucks are coming in. These are a size medium extended, and these are super wide, allow you to grind on railings, copings, fat square rails. The only issue when I had these skates arrive was that this H block, grind block, rose higher than the trucks. So it was impossible to do truck grinds like 50/50s because the H block was elevated and I was bouncing on the H block and not on the actual truck. So I basically took a file and filed this down flush with the trucks, and then I was able to do axle grinds and stuff like that after that. So that was actually the only issue that I had with these. I lied. Another issue was the sizing. I got them too big, opposed to most people that get them too small. This is the biggest size they make, by the way, 46. And what else? I find that toe capping these skates is well worthwhile to save you from tearing off this fabric down here. This fabric comes off pretty quick. Just a couple of toe drags from a fall or saving yourself on a ramp, and this will start to come off like pretty easily. So a lot of people will use shoe goo to save that. Toe caps definitely make sense. They might look a little funny, but they definitely have a value for utilizing the deterioration of the skate. I had another issue where after I was doing some pretty heavy grinding one day, I noticed that my trucks were not riding straight anymore. My feet would like go apart like this. I asked a few people their concerns or if they've experienced this on their Chayas themselves. Some people have. Ragnaroll answered me. He said that he experienced that once, but it ended up resolving itself over time. So what I really did was loosen my trucks up a bit, and it seemed to help out quite a bit. I might have over tightened them a little too much. They have wicked bearings, ABEC 9, that are pretty good on these skates, to be honest. I'm not sure if the company is pronounced Chaya or Chaya. I just like to call it Chaya because Chaya means weed in reggae terms, and I love smoking weed, so that's pretty much it for these skates. So I mean, 4 months in, I would give them about a 8 out of 10 because they are lacking a bit of ankle support. The ankle support is fine, it's enough to learn tricks and to be good. It is pretty supportive, but I feel like a high top skate or an aggressive inline skate converted to quads with actual cuffs and liners would be my ideal roller skate with ultimate support. But these are great because I just wanted to get into park skating quads with these, and they've done that job more than enough. So yeah, definitely shout out Chaya skates. The toe stops on here actually are really thick. They last a long time. I only tend to use my right toe stop for whatever reason, but you can see how much it's worn down in 4 months. I don't really do too many toe stop tricks or anything like that, but yeah, the skates are nice. I think if anything, I want to change the wheels out and get something a little bit softer to ride over the winter, but At the same time, like, they're still pretty good, and I don't want to just waste them, so I'm gonna ride them through to the end. But I have a feeling 100A wheels are gonna last a very long time because they don't really seem to show any signs of really wearing out because they're that hard. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next roller skate video, roller skate review, inline skating. We do all that on this channel. So I would love to see you guys join the family. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.